Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, or Dragon Quest Dai no Daai Boken, which is on episode 24. Now, this episode right here was actually really nicely done. The animation, choreography, and everything else was actually really nice, And I gotta give props to Toei for actually working very hard for this series, even though the main series is One Piece, and I know they do hard work on that too when it comes to action scenes, but this one, they actually do a really nice job, and I'm looking forward to more episodes. And it looked like it was almost obvious from the beginning of what this guy is, so if anything, and you guys might be asking me, what the heck are you even talking about? Let's just get this started right away. We had to it that Hyunkuru ends up helping a soldier out who is part of a kingdom that Baran ends up taking down easily, And we get to know that this kingdom was actually very strong, and we get to see that a soldier that he's trying to help out to find his brother, apparently, actually fought Dragon Knight Baran or something, And we get to know that this guy and Baran was actually on par in swordsmanship. But Baran ends up using his true power, and he ends up defeating the guy in one blast, And we see to it that Hyunkuru realizes that it has the same dragon symbol crest like Dai. And we had to it that Baran and Dai meet, and Baran tells them to join him because of what they are destined to be. And Dai refuses. And we had to it that Baran says, okay then, allow me to tell you a story what's up. There were three races who were always dominant in the world: humans, darklings, and dragons. Of course, there was always war between the three who wanted to dominate the world, but apparently the three come to a conclusion to make one living being, and that's the Dragon Knight. That Dragon Knight is supposed to pass judgment on those who would cause a lot of destruction and harm throughout the world. And we have to it that Dai's like, then why are you siding with Vern, huh? That guy is already causing pain and misery to everybody around here. But Baran says, unfortunately for you, Vern believes that we need to eliminate the humans in order to bring about peace and prosperity. However, Dai still refuses, and Baran says, okay then I'm just gonna have to do this by force then. And we had to that Baran and Dai ends up clashing against each other, and Dai uses Avant Thrash against Dragon Knight Baran, but it had no effect on him. All it did was crack the steel armor that was protecting his chest area, and he clashes against Dai. And we have to it that they take the fight outside, and we see to it that that Pop ends up meeting Baran, and of course Baran says, I'm taking Dai with me whether you guys like it or not. But Dai refuses, and Pop backs him up. Pop decides to use his magic against Baran and ask Leona to heal up Dai, because he's gonna need it. And we had to it that Leona's using full heal on Dai, and Pop casts his best spell against Baran, but it's not effective on him at all. And Baran ends up using the same power that Dai uses and ends up easily defeating Pop and Leona, no problem, And we have to it that we get to see a scene where Baran ends up telling Leona, give him to me. I'm taking him with me whether you like it or not. And Leona's like, no, you have no right to take him. And Baran says, I do have the right to take him. This guy is my son. And they go like, what are you talking about? And we have to it that we get to see a scene where Hyunkuru and the other Dark Legion commanders are shocked about this. Why Hala did not want Baran to go near Dai, because he knows that that guy is Dai's father and he's a Dragon Knight, And we have to it that Dark King Vern says he's actually really happy about this, and if he gets 2 Dragon Knights under his command, he will promote Baran to Dark Commander or something, or the leader of the army. But it's not going to go as planned as Vern expects it to, And we see that we get to see that Baran explains that this boy is actually my son, and he had the original name of him is called Dino or Dino, whichever one you think is more fitting, And we see to it that that Baran explains that why there's 2 Dragon Knights a little while ago, and why he considers Dai to be his son, because 11 years ago my son was lost to me, And then as he continues his story, he continues to talk about how how Dai is his son, And of course, Dai refuses to go with him, even if he is really his father. And Dai says, I will fight with humans no matter what. I am a hero and I have courage against you. Therefore, Baran says, very well. I will call you Dai of the humans who protects humans. And I shall defeat you with my own bare hands if you so will it, And I guess Baran doesn't really care now, because if Dai does not go with him, he will just kill him, And we have to it that he analyzes Dai's attack really easily about Avantstrash easily, how it needs courage, power, and strength, and focus, etc. And we have to it that Dai decides to use his other attack where he uses Zap, He uses Zap to power up his sword, and he ends up using Zap Strash or something, and ends up launching the attack against Baran. But Baran easily absorbs his attack and actually commends Dai for actually having that kind of power and strength and courage. But we have to it that he ends up using the power of these spells right here, known as Kazap, which Kazap is actually a very big reference to one of the games in Dragon Quest. It first appeared in Dragon Quest 3 Seeds of Salvation, and it made a comeback at number 4, 5, and 6, And of course, number 7 and 8 actually has that as well, including the Echoes of an Elusive Age and, etc. They pretty much were a big, pretty much if anything else, I'm about to say it correctly, Kazap actually made an appearance in Dragon Quest 3, and so did it made an appearance in number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, And then Echoes of the Elusive Age, And by that time, he ends up using a combined ability with Kazap powering up his attack, and he uses Giga Break, which is also another name. There's also another name to that, And ironically, Giga Break actually comes from Dragon Quest Dai no Daibouken's manga, I decided to do some research on it, and another name for it is also Giga Slash. But either way, Baran ends up using Kazap and ends up using Giga Break and easily knocks Dai into the lake. And we have to it that Pop and Leona was gonna fight Baran, but we had to Crocodile says, no, you two rescue Dai. I will take care of him. And Pop was actually gonna thank Crocodile, but he sees that his hand is already shaking, which proves how strong and powerful Dragon Knight Baran really is. That's how terrifying he is. He took down a kingdom that was supposed to be very strong throughout the world of humanity, But not only that, he, seeing his strength and power, easily defeating Dai no problem, etc., just proves how strong he is, And we have to it that Crocodile decides to face Baran, and Baran's like, you understand what the hell is going to happen to me if you fight me? You understand that, right? And therefore, Crocodile says, yeah, I do, but I am ready to die whenever I see fit, no matter what, And Baran's like, do I have no right to get my son? Do I have any right of that? I am his father after all. And we have to it that Crocodile says, even if it is your right, Dai does not want it. The truth is, he would not want to serve or go under your wing. He would rather fight with humanity than he would rather die and fight with humanity than serve you. Even though Baran doesn't like the idea of this, Crocodile says Dai brings out the light in everybody's hearts, and everybody needs that sunlight no matter what, And Baran, remembering being moved by his words, remembers his own wife, Soala, Her name is actually Soala, which is ironic because if that was his wife or something, she must be human as well. But whatever the case may be, Baran decides to put his sword away, and therefore decides to clash against Crocodile and use his full dragon crest power. He therefore tells Crocodile, if I'm fighting against you, I'm going to show you the true power of a Dragon Knight that's fully accustomed to their power, to their strength and ability. And we had to that Crocodile tries to attack him with this axe, but unfortunately for Crocodile, the axe broke. And we had to it that Baran ends up leaving a powerful blow into Crocodile's chest and ends up getting ready to continue the fight, Preview next episode. It looks like to me the fight will continue on and Dai will try to fight back, but unfortunately this is not going to be some easy task since Baran is a whole different level of power, And it's called the Terrifying Draconic Aura. Speaking of which, I'm sorry to leave this small detail out of the way. Dai tried using the Dragon Crest ability with Kazap, and then Zappo thrashed against Baron, but Baron easily absorbs it, uses his own attack, and then ends up defeating Dai. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, Baron is a whole different level of power compared to everyone else. I mean, if Baron was able to take down a kingdom with just his dragons and him defeating a powerful warrior, he's a whole different level that is at least at par or maybe above Hadlar, you know? The fact that he's a Dragon Knight with all this power just proves that he's very strong. But let's not forget that his son could be also strong too. I mean, he did mention that he is Dai's father, and his original name is actually Dino, and that his son was lost to him 11 years ago, you know? So yeah. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I really hope it doesn't go into another route that could be a really simplistic one, because out of all the commander legions, you know, they all seem very easy that Dai was able to beat. But maybe it's because he had that dragon power or dragon crest power. And you know, when it came to Baron trying to recruit Dai, he warns Dai that humanity will actually push you away, which is actually true in a certain sense that Dai experienced, you know. The humans, especially the little girl that Dai saved, you know, they were all afraid of him, you know. I'm sorry I left out those small details along the way, but yeah. Anyways, there was actually a lot of references in this game. I mean, in this episode, you know. Forgive me if I say game. I'm really having an off day, I guess. But Kazap was actually a nice reference to the game, because that spell actually comes from Dragon Quest 3. Quest 3, you know, etc. So, and not to mention Giga Break. That attack actually came from the manga itself, Adventure of Dai. So it looks like to me it did come from the manga, and then later on it got incorporated into Dragon Quest 8, I believe, you know? Yeah, Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King, you know, etc. So yeah, this is one hell of a crazy episode, and Toei really did a nice job with the detailed art, animation, and action choreography and music, man. I'm looking forward to next episode. Even though if Dai can't overcome this, he could overcome him the next time, because it looks like to me Dragon Knight Baron is a whole another level of power and strength, you know? I mean, the way how he's able to take on Dai's attacks, you know, and he absorbed Dai's attack and then use it for his own, and ends up using a powerful attack of a Giga melee attack, you know? So yeah, looking forward to next episode. Don't know what's gonna happen, but one thing for sure is Dai and his crewmate and his teammates are gonna have one hell of a time, man. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alphazito. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.